Have you ever asked yourself so many things too much? Makibangin, kikitin siya, will adpect na batasan. Ako bigibot akong part. Away na sad. You still have enough time. Di pa di ay. Sometimes you get tired. What you're trying to say right now is that feeling ba kita? What will you tell the person? I'm asking you that question. Dili taga sinabot. Are you ready to let go of the past? You know that it's not you anymore. What are you doing? Malaking ka. Again, it's boring. Perfect, ha? Anong cut man? Real talk. Mahadlok sila sa when you tell your story, chika lang kada na. Gamit kiss maride. What do you feel when you get rejected? How do you see it? Or how do you know? What's in him? Ako siguro ang ba? What is your definition? Who are them? So road. What made you decide? How was that decision? Yeah, feeling, authentic. It has not been resolved. Maybe there's something wrong. No holds barred. Interesting. You want to know, can I suggest? Knowing you. Okay choice. Wow. Ang siya. Sige, dapat. What is me, my to your life? Ang tissue na ba tali ba? Grabe.
May adlaw everyone and mga cat-cats. This one is your cat-cat warrior, your cat-cat enemy number 1. For today's episode, it's going to be very special today. It's my birthday episode and dili ako ang mag-interview. So I'm the subject. Ang aktong makauban karon is somebody who knows me inside and out. And how na to what will happen adding episode. Hindi na nato padulayan mga cat-cat. My playmate for today's episode, my inevitable, formidable best friend, Lola.
Sugod na rin ko.
Sabi mo?
Sige, go.
Andam na kamusog ba?
So, ready. So, are you ready?
I am. First time ni siya.
First time ever.
Aray ba kuban?
I don't know. Ako siguro ang itulbaan.
Sabi ka din yung mga pangutana ka rin.
Ako sad. Nasa na sa question. Saka ko'y pangutana.
I'm clueless, pero it's exciting.
I'm also clueless actually sa what I'm doing. Yung kabalo ko, I'm doing it right. But anyways, so, actually guys, ito.
Tama dali.
Okay, rin mo kayo, ma-walk out po. Sige, since it's your birthday celebration episode, so I think mag-start ko, this is gonna be the boring part.
Intro.
Yeah.
First part.
What's your expectations? What do you expect for your viewers to learn from this episode? If na sila makatunan, because this is all about cat because he hates cats. I want to know this episode.
What I want to...
Boring ba?
Okay na.
Okay na.
Well, what I'm expecting about adding episode, actually it's not more about how many views this episode is going to get. I just want to make an impact.
And what is that impact?
What that impact is, whoever watches this episode, it would somehow change the way they see life, their thoughts about life.
Nothing specific, like
specifically how is it like to be in touch reality, how to deal with your truth. That's my aim. It would be my objective to make my viewers see how blessed I am to have this kind of conversation with somebody like you. We can do things on and off cam, the way we like, the way we want.
Okay, sige.
Okay. Kasi okay ito.
Ano man mo interview? Ako siya. Ako niya, di ba? This is not one, this is Jane.
Ay, okay. Sorry. Tao lang.
So, what is your definition of you being blessed?
When I say I'm blessed, meaning I'm contented.
Okay.
I'm contented of what I have. I'm contented of what's going on around with my life. I don't need to ask too much for more because okay na ko, fights na ko. Right now as we speak, I would say I'm blessed. We're able to do something like this. Not everyone has the luxury of time. Not everyone has that opportunity that someone would give you her energy like you to
Actually, na-pressure mo po. So,
na pressure, and of course that's my concept about being blessed. Being blessed with people around you. You feel safe. You feel safe when you're with them. When you're with those people, you don't have to have pretenses.
okay, let me stop you there.
You're wrong.
I know. How do you define your safe space? Who are them?
That I would have to say my family. The three most important persons in my life, of course, me, my wife, and the two kids. You don't get to pretend. That's one, and you don't have to be trying hard to be somebody like you are not, just to fit in. About madawat na ko nila, okay ba ko
Okay ba
sila?
they might judge me, or will they judge me?
Yes, I can be myself. No matter how silly I would be like, no matter how rude I will become.
So, Road.
You're not a kid. You're interrupting.
Okay.
That's my idea of being in a safe space.
Okay. We have safe spaces, right?
Mhm.
I have my own, you have your own.
This is my moment. This is all
I know,
about my
right? So it
space.
should not be about me. Okay. You mentioned about truth, you mentioned about reality earlier. In reality, it's not going to be that 100%. No one can touch your safe
you are-
space. You are
at all
protected. There's always going to be intruders, kumbaga viruses outside. Also
like
protected.
COVID.
Like COVID, yeah. Kat. How do you protect your safe space? To what extent are you willing to go to protect your safe space?
To the point that I would risk my life, because when you say safe space, they mean a lot sa imo.
Have you experienced that wherein you really have to protect no matter what, no matter who distracts your family, you have to stand up?
Yes.
Okay. What
Many
happened?
times over.
Can you share one if it's okay?
When you say you have to protect, there are instances when you protect your safe space, it associates or it comes with some goodbyes.
Yeah,
With some-
yeah, exactly. Because you have
some-
to take risks.
I have to take risks. Some sacrifices.
And you have to balance out who's important and who's
Who matters?
not. Yeah.
I've done that many times over.
What have you taken risks to get rid of your life, out of your life for them?
What have I what?
What have you let go? Yung sa nailangaw nila ba?
Involved.
What did you let go of?
I let go of some
People? Is it people?
opportunities,
Opportunity.
some significant others. That I would say, if I continue being with these people, with this ground, my family would be affected, and I cannot tolerate that, and I cannot take that. I cannot even imagine it would make a big effect negatively sa akong families. At the end of the day, at the end of it all, what matters is, again, you are in your safe space.
You protect your safe space.
I have protected, and I will continue to protect my safe space no matter what. It's not about how big the opportunity I am going to get or how many people I'm going to be around with, but I don't feel safe.
Okay.
I don't feel safe, so I'd rather choose to be in a space na
Comfortable ka.
I'm comfortable, I'm
Safe.
safe.
Yeah, you're safe.
Safe, then I don't have to worry about too much trying hard to fit in. Happy ka sa you please a lot of people, and then at the end of the day you feel drained.
Okay. Lobat.
Sa US, pwede sa high.
No, hindi COS.
Check operator services.
Oo mo na-load. Okay, thank you. So, letting go of significant persons in your life. I don't want you to mention any names.
But I would willing to
If
mention.
you're willing to.
This is a no holds barred. So
Okay, so,
I can
yeah.
drop names.
Okay. So long as I'm not included.
You definitely you're
Dapat
not.
magplastikan ka if I'm there. That's a major decision. What made you decide to stop that relationship with that person because it's not helping? How was that decision? What did you do?
It's a process.
Mhm.
It's a tough decision, I would have to say, Lola. I won't be affected in any way if that person doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
To begin with.
Exactly.
Before I made a decision, let go these people. Actually, it's number of people. It's not
know.
only one.
I know.
Well,
Ito wala ako na-mention. Hindi na ako maptan tag mga episode ko.
actually, there's a lot of people. It's not that I am ampalaya. It's just that
Nilad yung batasan.
nilad lang yun siguro kung
Yeah.
batasan dahil di isa ko na makatagpo. Mas nilad pa sa
Ikaw gusto malabot.
siguro ikaw na akong idawat ng at batasan na pwede lang ako ito lang. But anyway, it takes a lot. It takes a lot courage to make
Yeah.
to let go. I feel it's no longer working.
Healthy.
It's no longer working out. It's not healthy at all. Then
You don't share na the same
I
interest.
don't share the same interest. We don't have any more common ground to coexist together. I would have to say mankind is huge. Why would I keep on
Settling for...
settling or focusing on something that doesn't even make me also interested at all?
not deserving of your energy.
Not deserving of my energy and my time. Life is short. Why would you keep on dwelling on some things or on some people nga it doesn't even make you kanang happy at all, genuinely. That doesn't mean nga I'm being bitter.
Mapagmataas.
Mapagmataas o madinundano. No, it's not about that. Kaya usually anak yung mga concept na gila, madinundano mo.
Yeah, ilason kini siya. Feeling di kini siya nga.
Well, I admit, hilason.
I know.
Hilason. But legit. And very
100%.
100%
Authentic.
So that's about it. As I got older, I have chosen to choose my peace.
To be surrounded by the people.
To be surrounded by people, no matter how small numbers of people I'm around with. Basta
Genuine.
then I can be myself. I don't have to be pressured. I don't have to filter whatever words that I have to say. Kasi malain mo siya, masilo. It came about when I got older.
Okay. You can't please everyone.
Dahil kani atong mga batasan, dali na makasilok. Labi na mga luyahon.
At imantag
Labi na mga
batasan.
luyahon, mga weak.
Okay. There's always conflict.
Yes.
Conflict is always present. Have you gotten any conflicts with, let's say, not your immediate family? Let's say, like your brothers, your sisters, your father, your mother. Because we always have those, right?
You always have those.
Yeah. Grabe nag-hero
Really know. I love
batasan.
this question. I so love this question.
really?
I'm waiting to give out my answers.
That's given.
It's default. It's a default.
Yeah. And it's normal to really have conflicts with. We even have conflicts, right? How many years na wala ta nagstorya?
5 years.
Yeah, but
to be exact.
after that, as if nothing happened, right? Have you gotten any conflicts with your families na up until now you think na it has not been resolved?
Kapaninuod na niya ba?
Actually, padungdung na siya. There's just that one person nga, you're trying so hard to connect with them. It's just that maybe there's something wrong or you haven't figured out yet. Unsa ang to make that connection stable nga di siya ma-intermittent. Intermittent.
Yes.
And
Yes.
is it someone within your family?
Without being too specific.
I thought all out.
Ay, sige.
Gusto jud ka good? Gusto jud ka no holds barred.
Silo ko na siya.
I-change na to ang topic.
Of course, talo lang. And I think you know that. What I can say is, again, conflict is always part of our lives. To be specific sa atong life. Life becomes boring without conflict.
Exactly.
You become so boring if everyone likes you.
Walay atribida kontra bida. Walay kapka.
So I've had a lot of conflicts up until today as we talk. unresolved. And there were times also na I've tried too much out of my way.
You what?
I've tried too much
Okay. To resolve that
to resolve
issue?
that,
Okay.
to resolve that issue. I don't want to have conflicts.
Mhm,
Anyways, extended conflicts. We get excited with some conflicts for a time being, but not to the extent na
It will live forever.
it will live forever.
Mura ba siyang fear? Fear should only be a tenant. It should not be a resident in your life.
Yes.
They should not have long-term contracts
They
with
should not
us.
have IDs
Aha.
or password. At first, I was affected, especially with those people closest
Close
to
to
my
your
heart. Once upon a time, there are issues na I am no in control of. The best thing for me to do is to accept things as they are happening, and I don't have any more power or that trying hard to gigay magpaarong ignon nga ako yung i-resolve, when in fact I've already done my part. So if it really doesn't work out anymore, if things doesn't meet both ends, so why dwell on
Okay.
to that issue nga? It's again, life is short. To dwell on the things nga that would make you happy, progressive, and that's it. Okay lang ka.
Okay, I have to let go. Have you ever asked yourself, nabasit ako ang problema dito? Why is this not working? There's already that judgment in our heads na yung gusto ani kiniki kung ano gini siya sa ako, or
Bangit.
makigbangin yung kompetensya ra gini. Inana kaya assumptions, right? That's blocking your understanding of what really that person wants to tell you. Maybe it's you. Have you ever thought of that? Will adpek na batasa?
Yes. There are times, especially during my solitude, muni-muni, really, there must be something also wrong about me, about how I think about the situation or the person per se. I get to overthink, I get to overjudge, maybe. But then, human as I am, we try to dignify our thoughts, to dignify our actions. Sa karon, I'm admittingly saying it's not about the person that I'm having conflict with nga siya lang na sa'yo. That's why the relationship turned out this way. In any relationship, I would have to say, dili pwede tumungod siya, dili
Siya mangyud kay.
oh, perfect.
Ako mahibot akong part.
Part, diba? Actually, there are times in our lives nga we need not to force anything. We need not to chase a relationship or force any connection unless otherwise nga both of you are willing to resolve something. Because nahitabo naman siya doon na I've tried my way out to resolve it. Yan na-resolve for a time. Temporary, but may mga triggers, certain triggers. Maybe because there are still issues unresolved. Ang dating kung istoryahan mo, it's somewhat like tabu siya, inappropriate siya istoryahan. Chances are, dili na lang siya istoryahan. Until such time nga, there are situations nga way out of hand,
Trigger. Away na sad.
Then,
Same fiasco.
same scenarios nga, I got tired. Not that I'm closing my doors. No, it's not about that. It's about chaos.
Pause.
Oh.
Pause lang sa ta. Stop.
Pause lang sa ta.
Are you letting time heal that wound?
Exactly.
Do you think you still have enough time to heal that?
I cannot argue with time because it's something
We don't own.
in any way. But I would like to hope in a way time will really come nga everything will be okay. Not maybe the soonest, but it will be okay. Maybe by the time siguro nga senior citizens na
Di pa di ay?
lingaw.
Di pa. Kailan na-get ka?
Monday?
30 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay.
I actually love the question. The question and answer magukusay. Nga, hantukin sa bagay siya.
But sometimes you get tired.
I got tired. It became a habit.
Yeah, which is not good.
Which is not good. It's very unhealthy. It's not only about me, but it's about my
The
family,
person,
my
affected
children, our children. What I have in mind now, I just have to let things as it is. It is what it is for now, but that doesn't mean it stays permanently that way
Yeah.
forever. time changes.
Yeah.
And we do also change. By the time siguro na we are already too older.
Mature enough.
Age-wise, wala kailingaw.
Or mapareha na lang sa tong nag-hiatus na for 5 years and then pagkita natin murag nothing happened.
Lahi mo sa ato because we were both willing to resolve it. We were both willing to compromise.
So what you're trying to say right now is that the other person hesitancy.
Maybe. I can't speak on his behalf. This is just the way I see things. The way I look at things as they are. But it's not guaranteed nga tama o gong. Ginig siya. Kasi sometimes,
Feeling ba kita?
feeling na to.
We know all.
If resolving the issue would only distract the life of this person and my time and my life, we'd rather continue doing things separately. After all, it doesn't even hamper anything that we do every day in our daily lives. But siguro moabot bigyan ako ng panahon. Moabot yun ang panahon nga maukira.
Yeah.
Maukira ang tanan, dili lang pugsong. That happened many times over. Nga, we've tried, pero I don't know nga why things still do happen, the same thing over time and again.
You know, both of you have hole in your heart na wala pa ninyo na resolve individually
That's possible.
na naasa inyong duha. Pangit pa ng hole paminaw.
Asshole.
But anyways, if we fix that hole,
You're so fond of holes.
yeah, we can't resolve something if the
Kita lang ganahan.
issue is within us.
Yes.
If that hole siguro is fixed, then I think the healing part is gonna be easy. Yeah, it's gonna be easy. So much about that, no, just for the heck of it. If you're talking to that person, I'm that person.
You're the person.
Yeah. What will you tell the person? Tell me.
Hypothetical. Is the finish line still? Are we heading to the finish line? Seriously,
You talk to me as if I'm that person.
are we okay with this? Okay, kapoy. We are not, after growing any younger, how long are we gonna be like this? How long are we gonna allow this to happen?
Are you willing to mellow down some of your batasan
I am.
for us to meet halfway? I'm the person, I'm asking you that question. You know, we have conflicts. Dili taga sinabot. Are you willing to let go, mellow down that certain specific batasan so we could meet halfway?
Yes. Yes, at any given time. Kung karon mangukunin mo pangutan, not nga I'm still mad, pero because of what happened, it's not that I'm saying kanang it's going to take too long for me to get rid of this, pero di sa pugson. Okay, based on my experience, if I forced it, then wala na itabo. Segues ka. Remember what happened between us? We communicated a bit. But then again, wala
Wala na.
until such time we were already more ready. We were more prepared to be with ourselves again, be reunited, be reconnected again, be together again.
I think it was not being ready to be with that person again to restart the relationship. I think it was like we were ready to let go of our misunderstandings. We were ready to let go of what happened in the past and move on with our future as, you know, best friends. To that person, are you ready to let go of the past and move on anew?
Yes, I am willing.
But not now.
But not ready just yet. Now it will happen. It will really happen. I can see it happening, but not really the soonest. I need to heal
Promise me you have to
myself.
heal. Yeah.
I have to heal myself. I have to fix whatever it was
To
broken.
fix you.
To fix you. Grabe kong mga song. Fix you. Have you heard that?
Coldplay?
Oh,
Sige na.
very nice.
Paano siya i-background noise pagka kumuluan? Copyright siya.
Fix you. Wow. No? I'm nice siya. Yes, I'm trying to fix me. Yet, kay as much as possible, as much as I would wanted to, dili na siya nga makuha na po.
If ever that happens, you know that it's not you anymore because you have to fix yourself.
It's not me anymore, or if it's still me again, I would know where to stop and where to proceed. I know now what to do. You know what to do. I know na the boundaries, because that's very important. As it's happening now, when it comes to conflicts, differences, it's really more about violating boundaries. Probably I might have stepped on their boundary,
Or maybe you have stepped on their safe spaces.
Yes, exactly. Nga kanina ito mo kahilas pa kaya din. Malapit naman siya. So that's something that I have to decipher. Sa karon kay I'm too busy pa to think about it.
Why should? What are you doing?
It's important, but it's not yet a priority.
I have a lot of prior commitments.
Yes, I am. The schedule is too
So hectic.
So that's about it.
Okay, I think there's really so much to learn about that.
I'm not encouraging conflict.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not na your life becomes boring if you don't have conflict
True.
with anybody. Something to do with your capabilities and your capacity to handle conflict, like
Yeah.
us.
There's a misconception about conflicts, no? Na when we have conflicts in life, malas na ka, right?
No, I don't
Or
think so.
kanabang ka ng kita na sad, away na sad, grabe na gini nga life or something like that.
Kaya remarks pa mo, nga na yung
Yes.
wow.
Mao na,
Edi wow.
Edi wow, yeah. If there are conflicts in your life, that really means to say na there's something that needs fixing sa atong life. To hone us ba? To mold us to become better persons.
Yes.
Right? Wala conflicts, again, it's boring. Right?
You wouldn't know your mistakes.
Exactly,
when there's
your
no
opportunities. Perfect, huh?
conflicts.
Perfect.
Oh. Yun lang, wow.
Oh, we have to embrace conflicts ba nga are there to mold our characters.
To fine-tune us.
To fine-tune us or para mas ma-appreciate nato ang mga fruits sa atong mga labor.
Labor code.
Labor. Dole.
Dole.
Anyway, so much about that. When you started this channel, what came into your mind? What triggered you to create a channel or start vlogging?
This happened during the pandemic.
Anong cut-cuts man?
Cut-cuts are all over the place, and we somehow we cannot say nga we don't have a share of it.
Yeah.
We are at some point in our lives, we're trying to,
Siguro we're just trying so hard.
we try so hard. So that's cut-cut. So what sets us apart from those habitual cat-cats, they're unstoppable of being that way. While us, we know our truth.
Yeah.
You know, we are in touch with the reality. So going back to that question, how did it really start? Again, that was during the pandemic. We were stuck in our houses. We had the luxury of time. We were not allowed to go out. There were a lot of stuff popping up
Sa social media.
nga about YouTube. It's been way easier to come up with your own YouTube channel. I told myself, try ka ko ano. So I started out.
What was your first episode? What was it about?
The first episode was, it's a recipe. Something like miswa man sa ito.
So nagluto ka?
Nagluto.
Like cooking show?
Like a cooking show.
Richard Gomez?
Year one Yusuf.
Pamilik sa ito for you.
There was no spill. It was just raw kasi the thing. So until such time nga, I come up with another one, until nga I got bored with the concept, the social concept na everyone else are doing
So
it.
sikat ka pula pa?
Wala pa.
The cooking show started?
Wala pa. Cut came about atong peak na sa pandemic where a lot of people online were ranting about when is this pandemic going to end, because we're already very eager to go out. We cannot do parties, we cannot be with our friends. Label those souls cat. Pag you have a YouTube channel, you must have a moniker to you.
Yeah, kanang mga hello mga kalola, kalodi, mamshis. So the cat.
Actually, I thought about Kemang, pero not everybody else understands it. While cat, still not all understand it, but slowly but surely,
Kumbaga, known na siya
known that Thai word.
Maski sa mga gores, kailan na sila sa cat.
So that's it. Nag-vlog ko ng mga content nga. If I go to these places, let's say mga food stuff, review, something, somewhat ingana. ba itong mga hindi ka na sige ako ikaw na.
Libre na. For the viewers, you know. When you go to a restaurant, i-feature ta kasama. Is that
They
free?
featured them free, yeah. I bought their food. I buy
Hindi
their
siya
food.
yun nga, they give
Also,
you food.
there was one episode that I did that stopped me right away from doing that.
Feel like
And I have to think something else.
Strategize.
Inasan ko.
Ano ba?
The short of the long story is, akong gi-feature ilang kuan.
So live di siya to, anak ka dito.
What do you mean by live?
Like, you were there.
I was there. Kung umanan akong episode, I've done with the editing and then
Okay, so ready to...
I uploaded it.
Okay.
Ikaw ang owner nga nanangit ko, I would tell you nga. Sige, ako
Uy,
na
upload
na-upload.
na.
Kasi pwede mo i-share. I have that gut feeling. Wala siya. I'm not expecting that person nga ma-please because of what I've done to do a review or to feature their business. Maghilas, wala i-share. Wala kanina thank you. So I stopped. And that's why I came up with a concept nga, a convo. Convo with ordinary people who's got extraordinary stories. I came up with this convo concept.
Who was your first convo guest in?
She's a former colleague. I'm the It was done virtually.
Direct Zoom?
Grabe ka madugo Zoom. Pag Zoom mo, di mo siya screen record. There's no audio. So there has to be a separate gadget na extract mo. So imong timing sa movement sa bakba. But it was done very good.
Isa lang to episode.
Isa na to siya episode
Okay.
ngayon to na siya.
And then-
We're slowly back to normal
Okay,
naman.
back
So
to normal.
that was done virtually because we were not allowed to do it face to face. Balik sa normal, I already invited some people, sige yes man po. So mas enriching. More gakakuan akong creativity.
Does it help you character-wise, knowing their story?
Yes. It helps me also realizing a lot of aspects in life. I get to validate my situation, my life,
Because someone is also experiencing.
or even worse. One best thing about conversing with people,
Real talk.
real talk, you get to validate your miseries, your story. And I believe that every person, every individual has a good story to tell.
tell.
It's just that not everybody else
Has the opportunity
has
or the
opportunity or
landscape.
has the landscape or has the confidence to share it. Some people would not be willing to share their stories, especially when it's done in a content. It's kay sawa yun.
Mahadlok sila sa
judge.
what other people would say.
Yes, exactly. You know your truth. You are in touch with your reality.
Doesn't really care. Yes, yeah.
Diba? I do really appreciate people like yourself. When we did that episode na, you were able to share a bit of your story.
Siguro I was just hoping that people will learn something out of how I became the person that I am today compared to what I was before.
Yes.
I think that's what's really important when you tell your story. It's not just, telling your story na chika lang kada na.
Correct. Every one of us are storytellers.
Or chismis. Chismis na si Marites.
Bakit diba? They are,
Gamit kay si Marites.
we cannot get rid of them.
Every story has different lessons that we can learn from. Your story is just your story until you share it. It's not really easy to tell your story to someone.
Exactly.
It's more of trusting that person. What do you feel when you get rejected?
I got upset during the early part of when I started this out. But now I'm more open-minded.
How do you see it? Like, if someone rejects you, do you see it like, di ko niya better?
No.
Or how do you
know? That person is not in touch with his or her reality yet.
Ilang confidence level, dili pa gid
They are camera shy.
Yeah. Or sharing their story is not an easy
And
task.
again, going back to why I came up with this channel, I enjoy it. Nakakuha akong creativity.
Or just urging you to do more.
Yes. I'm looking forward to doing
Another
more.
set.
To another set of convo vlog. Thinking about kung sa tapos ka nga stories sa Malungan. While listening, there are a lot of things that pops up in your mind. On the part of the convo, the subject, I would like to hope so nga relief po sila. They're able to share it. They're able to have the confidence to
The courage
to tell everyone that
I am this and that.
This is
my
the
life.
things they've been through. I will continue to hopefully do this. Maybe as time progresses, more interesting stories will be offered.
What's your for your next
subject?
episode? Yeah, exactly. Who is your person that you'd like to interview?
On the top of my mind, famous vlogger kasi si Chito Samontina.
So calling out for a
Chito
collab.
Samontina because I got fascinated with his personality. The only time I've seen him being interviewed was when he came out. When he came out about his preference, sexuality.
Oh, what's in him that you see nga murag you would learn something from?
Because I also know behind that authentic laugh that is showing off sa on cam, there's a story that I would want really to know what's the hugot of that laughters. A person that laughs the loudest is the saddest.
Somewhat.
He's very witty. He's very quick. I love subjects, someone like that. I know that he's got a very nice story to tell. And next, siguro po si JUAN.
Interesting.
I'm really
Feisty.
interested. Feisty, fierce. Behind that feisty character, that personality she projects on camera, I know.
You want to know real story behind why they have become such.
Correct. Why Chito Samuntina? Why JUAN? Because I know if that really would happen, it would really be overloading takeaway. Overloaded.
Can I suggest?
Sure.
Well, how about me, Mai?
She's not like us.
She's not bagagdag.
Oh.
She's just the person behind the scene.
She's a private.
Yeah.
I've already done an episode with Jobs, and that was great. That was really one of the most unforgettable episodes. Maybe eventually, when Jobs gets a bit older, I would want to have another bout of episode or combo with her. This time around, mas more, mas more intense, mature, mas more
talking about Chabs now because I'm really happy of how she has grown up to be. Knowing you. So, but growing up with you is tough. And that's reality.
And being with me is even tougher.
Annoying.
Lahat mo na annoying. So, kaka-annoy yung ganyan sa ko
Oo, pero sa atin man, okay choice. Ano na siya? You have to accept the flaws of the person you love. Kasi nakata ni Ed Sheeran,
iba na.
No.
Iba.
Ed Sheeran!
Dali ako gusto ako.
Iba na. But Dewey, going back. And it's really tough I think to grow with a dad like you. We were in this table, she was here, and then we were talking like you normally would talk to me. Nga atong conversation like mga baba kita, siyang babasa kita baba. And then she's here, looking at her, taking in what she already knows that I so love it nga she knows how to compartmentalize what she hears from you. Kani si Dada, you know, bad ni siya, dili na ko siya i-copy. Kani, this is good about what he said. So I think that's what amazes me of her. Ako sa'yo, mag-isip mo magaling ko. Get sa imo, patiguang na ko. You have raised her in such a way nga she understands what's good and what's bad.
Correct.
Or hats off on nga side. If people tell you about your kids and how they are at the moment, does it make you proud?
Of course. Very. It means the world to me. Whenever I get praise about my kids and how...
Does it validate something in you na, I did something good?
Yes, of course. I've done what is meant to be done for them. With Atoy, well, see, Atoy it takes a lot because he's special. But as for Chabs, now I hear that from you. Of course, it brings me to the cloud nine.
Ang tawagan na ka ng makabukad o bukad ang dughan.
It blows up my liver.
Wow.
It's not I have a fatty liver. It's just blowing up. Bukad talaga atay naman. Uy, for whatever my daughter has become, it wasn't that easy. Of course, there were bumps. Regardless that she is my daughter, but we were born in a different time
generation.
It takes a lot for me to adjust in as much as
she is
also adjusting. What's the consolation of it as a father is that I haven't heard yet as we speak today how badly I brought her up by far.
I always believe na when we get to enjoy something very beautiful It's about something that you have done in the past.
Sa past life?
Yeah, you must have done something good to someone, to something.
It's something new,
Yeah. So, there's a song, basta kayo na yung kanta na, you can Google it out, like, I must have done some...
That's it?
Iliw ang siya. Basta ka na, you just never knew of it.
I should have feed my mind po daan.
But that's really something, you must have done something good in the past that makes you deserve a child like her.
I hope so.
Today, while we are taping this,
Yes.
it's Mother's Day.
Kapalundog ko ba daan? Doon pa ka ng puta na.
Sige. Dapat
I'm having goosebumps. Shit.
We're talking about her safe space now. Ate is very special. He holds a spot in our hearts.
Very
always.
special.
Yeah, very special spot. Chabs is, we are witnessing her growing and everything. When we started this friendship, we have experienced a lot of challenges, a lot of major challenges, because there are things na we didn't align. Na kay mga prinsipyo na not aligned with mine, we stepped back.
There were also a lot of skeletons that came out.
Yes. Right. We both get to love the persons we also love, right? You love my family, I love yours. So Nima is actually one of the person na silently, we love her. I want to know, what is Mimay to your life? How is she in your life? What's in her that you would say, okay, I'm okay with this life with her? It's really not easy, and for her to be still with you now, what is Mimay to you?
Mimay to me? I would have to say that she is the anchor.
Tissue na ba tali pa? Di ba? Okay.
I want towel. Crispy towel.
Okay.
That is a very good question, and I would answer that with a story. Why? Because I continue to go on. I continue to sail out of this life, because without that anchor, I don't think I would be able to
Stay afloat.
Yes. What's something that I realize about Mimay, about my relationship with Mimay, it makes me the person that I am today. Has made me the kind of person that I deserve to be, to exist in this universe. Because I have this realization that whenever you get into a relationship, it's not supposed to be you have to get involved with a person because you're just lonely, you're just half empty. It should not be that way. You should be 100% whole, so that whole person that you are, that is also the same whole person that you are going to bring into the relationship with another person to make the relationship work. Because that's the common problem of most people, if not all. They get into a relationship just because they're sad.
Yeah, and it's not good.
And it's not good. Or they're trying to find somebody that they call better half. No. To fill in your sadness and the void. When Mimay came into my life, I cannot say that I was not home, because I was on my own.
Jerry Magan, you complete me.
Yes.
You had met hello.
I don't think there's a thin line between complete and whole. I was whole, but I wasn't complete. There's this missing puzzle. So when I met,
she holds that missing puzzle.
she was the one holding that. So when I met her, I would have to say I was whole. It's just that I wasn't complete. We've been through a lot of challenges, crises. No one would ever imagine that we can overcome it.
Yeah.
Not even myself. So if the two persons, the two people are really meant to be, no matter how tough, how challenging a situation will become, pag kamog yun. Nobody can get in the way, nobody can come in between. Any relationship, especially marriage, it's never a bed of roses.
Yeah, true.
It's in fact even worse than any relationship pag married na mo.
Marriage mo kuno, is not measured by how perfect your relationship is. It's measured by how trials
and how perfectly you accept an imperfect person.
Yeah.
And that's what Nima is all about in my life. I would say she's really tougher that I would think, that I thought of. For what she's been through.
Knowing you,
Knowing me.
I would really say that Nimay is really a tough person. Her patience is way, way, way grabe. Very, di na ko ma-imagine how patient she is sa imo. You've been with Nimay for how long?
20 years.
20 years. Imagine how patient she is in that 20 years. I think it's God's way of, there's never gonna be a perfect marriage.
Of course. Who would ever say it is
Not living in reality.
not living
their
in reality.
God never gives us a perfect person because God wants to give you what you don't have so that person can
I like
complement that.
I get
Diba?
it.
Same.
Hindi my God knows her boundaries. That's really important for me in any relationship.
Love is a choice. It's a choice to stay committed to your partner. So why we love that person? Because she's beautiful, she's kind, she's patient, she's hot. Dili rin dapat nga. When we are asked, why do you love that person? We just say, I love
Are you
her.
asking me?
Ask daw, tamo ka ni mo eh. Loading I love her, period. May mga flaws niya, you still love her? Why do you love the person? I love her, period.
Oh.
Will you be? Hindi na nakataman. Ay, nakipag-expect na ba ko isumpay?
Then why did you not ask that to me?
Because I know the answer. Since it's your birthday, so what's that one wish? How old are you?
28.
28. Okay, on your 28th birthday, what's that ultimate wish you're okay to go? If it comes to that.
That would be, I would not live this life that we never know when our time is up. I would not live this life. My children especially, my children would be alanganin. In as much as possible, the way I'm supposed to want it, they're already equipped to be on their own. Without me, whatever battles that comes their way, they will be able to handle it, to face it head on, and especially on the part of jobs, because whether I like it or not, actually is parte sa iyang journey that she can never get away with. That's the wish with siguro nga, if I would have to face my final appointment in this life, I cannot turn back. I cannot.
Bota ka na. Oh, next wife.
Why hindi na ko?
The final episode.
The final episode of my story, I want as much as possible nga my children would be ready na bitong to tell me nga, Dada,
I'm okay.
we're okay.
We're ready.
Rest in peace. In paradise. Rest in paradise.
Run free.
Run free.
Run free.
Run free, my Dada. Rest easy. Yun, so kung mahilo na akong kalag, I'm good to go.
Chabs. She's actually behind the camera. Hearing, what your Dada just said. That she wants you to be equipped with everything that you should be ready in life before he passes.
She or she, neuter.
In the middle. It's like she, it. Before it is done. What can you reassure ba? Ito yung mahatag ng kami. Promise in yung Dada.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking about Ate, this is the last thing. Speaking about Ate, Ate is very, very special. So, if you are to give Ate a message, no, you know, 5-10 years from now, if he would watch this video, what would you tell him?
When you try your best but you don't succeed,
I would tell my son, Atoy, I did, and I'm still willing to do whatever I'm supposed to do for your own good, for your best welfare, because this is the most important task I'm assigned in this lifetime, and I am not complaining. In fact, I am most thankful. I feel I'm most blessed. I'm most trusted by this faith. because not everybody has a chance to be given this task. Not all fathers have been given a task or a chance, the opportunity to handle this responsibility. Because I believe, to begin with, God knows, kaya na ko. Kaya mo na ko, no matter how hard things may seem to be, or how tough the situation will become, because you are special. Special souls like you, special children like you, deserves the best. I am the person that I am today and in all the days to come. That is all because of you.
Oh, I love hearing from you. You took this na when Atoy came into your life, it as an opportunity, because not everyone is blessed or is given the chance to take care of someone
Yes.
very, very special.
Very, very special.
Imagine how many of them are in this world, and you are one of those very
Correct.
special people ba nga, naaana. And that's why they're called
Yes.
very special.
And to give them the understanding takes a lot. Huge patience. The journey is never easy, and it's never been easy.
It doesn't
never.
stop. Yeah,
it doesn't stop to be.
Yeah.
It will be even worse eventually. There's no guarantee. What only guarantees is I will never complain. I'm never alone in this journey. You're with me.
Yeah.
Atoy, because he's one of the godfathers of Atoy. And I feel that when the diagnosis of Atoy came about, that was also when I found out, or I discovered, who are those sincere people, real people around us. Not that I'm painting some people bad. It's just that maybe they don't have that enough understanding.
Yeah. You would know kinsa ang kapabitang tao nga who's gonna be there regardless of the situation.
Or just saying it just because to please you, just to make you feel nga
Make them feel good.
as if they know. Ay kung chari. Don't hide yun. Hide it ka. And I thank you for that. Not only for the friendship. This is also one of the safe places that I've got in this life. I can be rude, I can be subtle.
We can say anything to each other. And you understand, I understand.
You're one of the biggest blessings that I've got.
Sure ka big yun?
Yeah,
It's a literal.
literally, physically. By saying yes to this, it takes a lot of energy to invest. It
Courage.
takes a lot of time, courage. This will come out on my birthday.
Yeah.
It's very, very special. It's just the story.
Putting the story out there.
If you want to watch it, then watch it. If you don't want, then that's your
That's
choice.
fine.
That's your decision.
If you don't want this to watch me, then just move on to the next
Just
channel
move on to the
or
next channel.
next video.
I'm enjoying it.
Uh-uh.
This is my playground.
Yeah.
This is
your thing.
we are playmates. What's your problem?
It's not my problem anymore. It's yours.
This is one of my nicest birthdays. No one has the audacity to do this to me. To dare to do this to me only.
I'm forced. I'm forced, but the questions are not.
Thank you once again. Thank you, Lola. Thank you for being my playmate for this episode.
I wish sa imo would be God to grant you the desires of your heart.
I thought you were saying, I wish you become more desirable.
Pwede na sad. Wala pa ko niyabutan na. Heart pa lang ni siya. Genuine desires of your heart. I wish for you to achieve those. Everything will be okay, especially your health, because you have Ato, you have jobs, you have Nimay to take care of. Tomorrow is not certain. I pray for God to give you the capacity of your heart. It's flexible enough for you to be able to better ang understanding mo, because your heart is, always remember that we have a God, and it's not your job to worry about things.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not our job to worry about things when we when we face challenges. God, let me know what's your purpose and take over my life. And you do what you need to do. Thank you.
That's about it, everyone. On the CapCuts, you've seen the grilling session. Was it flaming? Alright, so I thank my playmate for today's episode. This means a lot to me. This is something that I will treasure forever. This is really, again, a very special episode because this is in time sa akong birthday. I hope you got a lot of takeaways. That's our goal. It's not about views.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an impact with this conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amping.
And I will try to fix you.
Whenever you get into a relationship, it's not supposed to be you have to get involved with a person because you're just lonely, half empty. It should not be that way. You should be 100% whole, so that whole person, that is also the same whole person that you're going to bring into the relationship to make the relationship work. I was whole, but I wasn't complete. There's this missing puzzle. She was the one holding that.
When you love someone, but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home, and ignite your bones.